I would like to give the date that the court case will begin. It's at Park Crescent at Regent's Park Station, I believe, underground. You have to go to, and it's on the 30th of June. 30th of June. I think Park Crescent 13 and 14, but to my experience, this is what they give us. But cases like this seem to vanish. I think you got to go on the other side of the Park Crescent to get to this court case that we. So there again, we don't really know, is it a proper court or is it a special court designed for Costco's? I don't know. But whether it would make it to trial or not, we won't know. We'll have to wait and see. But this is the decision between my wife and I. We would like to take this case to court, even though the whole lot is corrupted. And we've had 3 solicitors on it, and I think if you follow my case, you realise that it's riddled with corruption. We can't trust none of the expert witnesses. We can't trust our doctors. Basically, it's a sad world we live in today. If you happen to have an accident with a multinational company, like basically with the gods. And not only that, I have got my sort of doubts about, like, could it be a pathfinder to assassinate somebody? Because the way this case is going and how it's been engineered from the police all the way up to our solicitors, and if there was an attempted assassination, they might be unlucky. They could be killed, or they could be so badly injured that they couldn't come and make these videos that I have. I thought I'd make this movie anyway, in case anybody that are trying to expose the Illuminatis or whatever, like, if anything happened to them that is similar to this, then at least you got this movie to fall back upon, and to say that you'll have been warned about it. So anyway, this court it's what is it now? Central London County Court. It is. But I have had a few friends that stopped by and visited, saying to me, "We'd like to come to your case, but we'll be pleased to have as many people come as possible, really, because I think everyone is invited, because I think it's it'd be nice to meet some of the people that I haven't seen yet, but I doubt it very much that this case will ever make to court, because as you see, the second solicitor tried his hardest to get the case thrown out, and another solicitor wouldn't take the case on till we sued the second solicitor. So it shows you that all these solicitors are willing to jump in front of the car and commit hurry for this company. So it makes you really wonder, what it's all about. But I'll go into it a bit further and put you deeper into the plot, how we got where we have, and how it is engineered basically by solicitors who won't take this sort of case on, but they divert you onto solicitors that are also work mainly for corporates. So there's another thing you got to watch out if you got a personal injury case, that the people that really specialize in personal injury won't take the case on. They will say they're very busy, and they will send you to another solicitor that generally have a lot of strong dealing with corporate companies. So far, the solicitors that we've had have been compulsive liars. When I mean compulsive liars, I really mean you can't trust a single damn word that they say. Like at mediation, I was told, this is coming from a judge, a retired judge, who mediated our case, Sir Henry Brooke. when I said to him I was ordered by the court to come to this mediation, that's why I'm here, he said to me, the court doesn't order you to come to mediation. So we were lied to. Basically the solicitors lied to us that we had to go to mediation. It was ordered by the court, and we had a court file saying that we were ordered to court. So basically what is happening basically is what sort of justice do we have here, and what are the laws, what are the British laws? Does the court order you to go to mediation, or is it that, like Sir Henry Brooks saying, that they don't order you? So we were ordered by our solicitors told us that we were ordered by the courts to come to mediation, and so that all these lies, tremendous, the whole case is so riddled with lies that is unbelievable, and I don't know how to deal with a situation when you got the legal system constantly lying, and there's no way of addressing. We went to see our solicitors today, and when you think things couldn't get any worse, well, how do you think now if your solicitor don't want you to go to court because they're more interested in you not being at court, because at the end of the day the defendants, Costco, don't want us to go to court, and all the solicitors don't want us to go to court, the judge doesn't want us to go to court, and how do you prevent it, and how can they stop us from refusing their offer? Because even though it's all, we're going to go to court with this bunch of files that is all a bunch of lies, but we unable to manage to get hold of these files, we got to go to court for the files to be, registered, or whatever you call it, to be part of the case files, right? So, but they're trying to prevent all of that, and you can say, how? Now, if you were a solicitor, how would you prevent that from happening? Well, this is how you prevent it. My solicitor today said to us that, remembering that 3 of their expert witnesses said that it wasn't an organic problem. If you're wondering what organic problem means, that means her problem with her memory loss and short-term memory and whatnot and not having the cognitive ability is organic, means that the cause of that problem she's got is the injury that she received with the washing machine hitting her. Well, the 3 judges that the 3 expert witnesses decided that it wasn't an organic problem. So, and she has got full capacity to make her decisions. But now, because we refuse their offer and want to go to court, even though we know that the solicitors haven't been doing nothing, and what they've been doing is compiling fantastic evidence for the defendants in their interests. And probably there's another thing needs to be made. How do we obtain all these files, that all this false information they've done all needs to go to court? So now they're going to prevent us from going to court. Now, how are they going to do it? We have been told by our solicitors, he wants us to go and see Professor Trimble, one of our expert witnesses, who don't believe that solicitors have any obligations to make sure that their head injury victims have immediate help and treatment. He believes it's all in the hands of the NHS. Right. Anyway, this professor, he wants us to see this professor to declare my wife has got no capacity to be able to say anything in the case. He wants basically her to see him, and I presume that he's going to say that she's got no capacity, because he said before that she has, but now he's going to change his statement and say she hasn't. And what he said he was going to do, if Professor Trimble said that she hasn't got the capacity, which now our solicitor believe that she hasn't got the capacity, for the last 5 years I've been pleading to them to obtain rehab, but she has got the capacity, so she didn't need anything like that. So, but now, because we refuse it all, he wants her declared that she hasn't got the capacity, and he wants to get a court solicitor a court-appointed solicitor to make these judgments for her. So that means, none of us now, I can't be her litigation friend. My sons can't be a litigation friend. Now he wants a court solicitor to be appointed for her litigation friend and make the decision all above us. I can make my decisions about my bloody case because he couldn't care two F's about that. But with her case, he wants to have a court solicitor to make this decision for her. And if we don't agree to it, he's going to ask to be removed. He's going to ask to come off the records. And for those who don't understand legal language, it means that he's going to ask the court to come off the case. So like 20 days before the trial, he's going to ask the court to come off the case now. And he's threatened somebody with a head injury, and he's saying that they have got no mental capacity. He's going to ask the court to come off the case. I'm just feel so, this is so terrifying. The last 5 years has been hell. Our lives have been in bits. And it's been one depression on top of another, and it's absolutely terrifying to think the world I'm living in now. I think the only way you're going to get justice is to take the law into your own hands, because by the look of it, this people have completely power of the whole system. There's no way you're going to be able to undermine the situation, because if I try to intervene, they're going to get the case thrown out of court, and it's just going to be hell for my wife, and it's not fair for her because she needs care and all the money we've lost in lost income. Basically, I've lost my business. As far as they're concerned, my business is nothing. It's I closed my business down because I'm worried about my wife. There's tough luck. You shouldn't be worrying about your wife. Even though now he's saying that she hasn't got the mental capacity, but I'm not supposed to be worrying about my wife. She hasn't got the mental capacity. See how they twist things to suit them when it suits them, and they remove it when it doesn't suit them. To some of my friends that I can trust on here, there is going to be some interesting things for you in the future, but as you can see, the power has got nothing to do about the legal system, but it's all got to do about power now. But everything, all the communications have been taped with doctors and everybody really. So my friend is editing it for me, because it's huge amount of hours and hours, hundreds of bloody hours of tape, and there is a lot of unwanted noise he's editing away. He's done a very good job. I like to thank him for what he's doing, and you can listen to the whole lot, the whole conversations of everything. And those who have interest in it, let me know. And if I know that you're one of my old friends on here and communicated with me, that we will pass you the link when it's obtainable, and which makes but this is really for the future, for anybody who's been assassinated in the future, and they've got this thing that even the husband, they don't see the logic in him being the litigation friend or any of the family. So basically all I can say is, David, watch out.